You're listening to The Parenting Space, a podcast brought to you by parents and practitioners from the South London and Maudsley NHS Foundation Trust. A podcast where you can hear us discuss and debate issues around parenting and mental well-being.
Hello and welcome to The Parenting Space. Today I'm joined by the lovely Samira. Samira, would you like to introduce yourself?
I am a mom of 4 children. The old one is 23, going to be 24 this summer. And I have my daughter, she's 21. And I have twins. They are almost 17 years old. I think, because of my long journey as a single parent with those 4 children, I have split my life for 2 parts. The first part of them is when I was actually new mom. That's a long time ago, and with no experience, only with my own values, with my small knowledge about parenting. And at that time, the lack of information about parenting at that time, how does it affect me and how it affected my children and my life and my children's life as well. The second part is after I have had a parenting course and had start to build up a bit of knowledge about parenting. Since that time, my life changed, and I think things become more easy and more better for all of us, for all the family. That's why I chose to give my voice in this project.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing. You mentioned a parenting course. What was it about that course that you feel because you said there were 2 parts. You said there was that beginning when you were a new parent, and then it sounds like you took this parenting course. And did you feel that it had something to do with the changes?
It has changed my life, actually. It has changed my life for better, for the best version of me as a parent. Because from that course, I have taken many skills. I have learned many skills, and I have taken many toolkits that helps me to strengthen the bond between me and my children and to change the ways of my parenting styles. The life of my 2 older children is actually different from the life of the 2 young children.
Do you mind talking to me about that? Because you mentioned before when you were a new mum, things were new, you were learning lots of stuff. What were some of the pressures that you found you had at that time?
The pressure that I have from all the things that surrounding me, the family, the community, the neighborhood, the neighbors actually, even the social media, the TV programs, everything that I see, and I try to be perfect in everything, perfect in myself, perfect in my house always clean, and I have to be always in the best time, in the best mood, never shout, never get angry, never had bad feeling, always smiling, all those things, which is not realistic, to be honest with you. But that was what I am thinking I was thinking at that time. I want myself always to be perfect in myself, and I want my children also to be perfect, always in the right place, always clean, always neat, always on the top academically. And that actually put me in I was putting more pressure on myself, to be honest with you. I work hard like a machine from early morning. It's all about that, seeing the nice models, the beautiful models in the TV, trying to be like them.
And that sounds like a lot, because you mentioned loads of different pressures like community,
exactly.
People around you, social media, all of those things that put pressure. And what do you think, what sort of impact has trying to be, because you've mentioned the word perfect quite a lot. What sort of impact has trying to be the perfect parent had on your parenting?
So I don't have time for myself. I don't have time to relax. I feel bad if I have a bad day. I feel bad if I couldn't achieve any of the loads of goals on the topics that I put for myself. So when I just fail in doing them, I can say it. It's put me in actually very, very bad situation, very depressed. And that also affected my children as well.
And I guess when we're thinking about changing our mindsets and thinking about trying to be perfect, so the perfect parent versus the good enough parent, I mean, what is it to you that means the good enough parent?
The good enough parent always know that it's okay to have bad time. It is okay for me if I couldn't have time to clean my house, not to clean it. The day after I can clean it. It is okay if I am having a bad time, a low mood, I can't cook for today, I can cook for tomorrow. It is okay to bring some food from outside and eat it. It's okay. I am not always perfect. Nobody's perfect. That is not realistic.
Is there something that you would say to anyone who's listening about what they can do? Any advice that you would give to them to be a good enough parent?
Yeah, my advice is don't think that there is a perfect parent in this world. There is no perfect parent. This is not realistic. You have to understand that we are just human beings. Mm-hmm. We have our ups and our downs, and it is okay to have bad feeling, and it is okay to have bad times. The more you look after yourself, the more you can give for others. Mm-hmm. Those others might be your parents, your children, your neighbors, your friend, everyone. Yeah, you can't give anything for them unless you are yourself happy in yourself. Exactly.
And that's lovely advice for anyone, any parent that's listening. So just make sure that you're filling up your jug and you're giving yourself that love and that self-care so that you can model it to your children as well.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Samira. This has been a lovely chat. And for anyone listening, keep posted for the next Parenting Space podcast. I've been joined by the lovely Samira and your host for today has been Adina.
You've been listening to The Parenting Space, a podcast brought to you by the CAMHS team at South London and Maudsley NHS Foundation Trust. If you need support after today's discussion in the podcast, please talk to someone that you trust or follow the links in the description to get general advice and support. The Parenting Space is available on all podcast platforms. If you'd like to hear more discussions like this, subscribe to our channel and you'll receive a notification every time we release a new episode. If you've enjoyed listening to this episode, let us know your thoughts over on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. You can find us at @theparentingspace_official.